You're watching the Tri-States News and Weather Leader. This is 14 News at 6.
For a third straight day, crowds have gathered outside the Muhammad Ali Center in Louisville to remember the legend. The 74-year-old passed away just after midnight Saturday in Arizona. Funeral services for Ali are set for this Friday at the KFC Yum Center. Thousands are expected to attend from around the world.
But here in the Tri-State, we tracked down a man who saw Ali in his first ever TV appearance. Steve Majiri sat down with him to take us into the earliest days of the legendary boxer's career.
Before he was the greatest of all time. Before he was a poet.
Then this might shock and amaze you, but I will destroy Joe Frazier.
Before he was the people's champion or even the Louisville Lip. He was 12-year-old Cassius Clay, making his amateur TV boxing debut for the Saturday morning show Tomorrow's Champions, a show spearheaded by Henderson's own Ben Hall. Hall says Clay was one of the first fighters they took in.
He was small for his age and only weighed about 89 pounds, as I remember. The boxing gloves on him looked like basketballs.
Clay grew to become a much stouter 6'3", with some of the fastest feet and hands in all of boxing. Was he as opinionated back then as he was when he was older?
I don't remember ever hearing him say anything to anybody. I presume he did, but he was not a bubbly, vivacious kid. He was sort of serious and down to earth, but he was not, at that time, the bubbly sort of guy you think of later.
I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick.
Hall only watched from a distance. That kid from Louisville, who was recruited to box by a police officer after his bike was stolen.
It was just another kid boxing at that time.
But he did stick out in one category.
I knew who he was, remembered his name, and that he was the best-looking kid in the whole group.
A title he carried with him throughout his career.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
An inflated ego to some. To Hall, it was something he backed up at nearly every fight.
With success comes the opportunity and the confidence to say and be what you are. Losers don't have that confidence. Winners do.
Winners like what Hall calls the most recognizable man of his time. Steve Majiri, 14 News.
All right, Steve, very nice. Thanks a lot.